Ba si Brother Claro.
Ay,
Oh.
Mike, meron tayong panauwing pandangal.
Si
Si Marlon.
si Marlon, yeah. I'm late, sorry I'm late. Okay.
Si Maricel, andyan na pala.
Yeah. So, saan na tayo? Chapter 3?
Oo,
Okay.
share screen ko na.
Yeah. Chapter 3, this is yung isa sa maraming question itong chapter 3 kasi yung the process, di ba? The self, di ba? Sino nakabasa nitong chapter 3? Particularly,
Ako.
particularly pag Tagalog. Guys, pag Tagalog nyo, pinatagalog nyo ito, parang may iba yung meaning, 'di ba? Magkakaroon ng iba ng meaning. Kaya nga kailangan yung the original language sa
King James. King James
Hebrew
version
para
binasa.
maintindihan natin So pagdating ng chapter 3, 'di ba? Yung sa chapter 2, 'di ba, nung natapos 'yun ay yung ang tawag nito. So nagkakilala na sino si Ruth at saka si Boaz, nagkakilala
Boaz
na
pala.
sila, 'di ba? So very obvious si Boaz ay merong pagtingin talaga kay Ruth, 'di ba? Kasi ang dami niyang mga perks, 'di ba? Ang dami niyang mga ibinigay na hindi niya binibigay na kagaya mga gleaners, 'di ba? Alam niyo naman yun, yung sinasabi natin yung nakaraan ay yung mga gleaners, ito yung mga tira sa pag-harvest, 'di ba? Sila yung it is a law. It is a law sa mga landowners, particularly doon sa mga wheat, ititira nyo, wag nyo nang gagapasin pa o wag nyo nang kukunin pa, yon para sa mga mahihirap, 'di ba? So yun yung naging trabaho ni Ruth. Kaya si Noemi, if you will analyze Noemi, sobrang bigat nung nararamdaman niya. 'Di ba? Ayaw na niya naman niya talagang kasama si Noemi, pinagtatabuyan niya.
Si Ruth.
'Di ba? Si Ruth. Kasi nga naman, wala siyang future. 'Di ba? Yung the other daughter-in-law made a good choice. Kasi kung hindi ka pupunta hindi ka sasama kay Noemi, chances are yung dalawang daughter-in-law niya ay mag-aasawa pa siya. Magkakaroon siya ng husband kasi bata pa sila. Hindi ka pares ni Noemi is really old, parang hindi na siya magkakaanak. Parang yung ganun nangyari, 'di ba? So wala namang nagawa si Noemi nung sinabi na ni Ruth ay kung saan ka pupunta, doon ako. Kung sino, whoever is your God, I will be my God. Kung saan ka mamamatay, doon ako mamamatay. Kung saan ka ibuburol, doon ako ibuburol, 'di ba? Nung narinig ni Noemi yun yung hindi na siya nag-react pa. 'Di ba? So dumating na sila ngayon sa Bethlehem. It's a long walk. Almost a week, 'di ba? During that walk siguro nag-iisip ngayon si Noemi, paano niya pakakainin itong dala-dala niya, 'di ba? Kaya nga pagdating niya ron, 'di ba? This is not a coincidence. It is harvest time. 'Di ba? It is a providence. It is a providence from God. 'Di ba? Pagdating nila doon, harvest time. So, ito na yung sa chapter 3. 'Di ba sabi niya, then Noemi, her mother-in-law said to her, "My daughter, shall I not seek security for you, that it may be well with you?" So palagi yun ang iniisip ni Noemi. Siya, hindi na niya iniisip ni Noemi. Siya hindi na niya iniisip yung sarili niya eh. Si Ruth lang talaga yung kanyang concern. 'Di ba? Kasi yung nababagabag din siya, yung choices ni Ruth, it's really contradict sa ni Noemi. Ayaw niya talaga, 'di ba? Number 2, Lloyd, pagbasa.
Now is not Boaz our kinsman, with whose maids you were? Kasama niya kasi yung mga maids ni Boaz. Behold, he winnows barley at the threshing floor tonight. Wash yourself therefore and anoint yourself and put on your best clothes and go down to the threshing floor. But do not make yourself known to the man until he has finished eating again. It shall be when he lies down that you shall notice the place where he lies, and you shall go and uncover his feet and lie down. Then he will tell you what you shall do. She said to her, all that you say, I will do.
Okay. So, this comes naging complicated, di ba? Parang sinabi ni Noemi, may pinapagawa si Noemi kay Ruth, ito ang gagawin mo. Di ba? So, itong binasa ni Loy, guys, kung isa-summarize nyo ito, in your own words, ano ibig sabihin nito?
Gusto ko lang yan, tapos na ang
Yes.
time ng harvest, ha?
Wala nang
At,
harvest.
nagkakilanlan na sila.
Tapos
Magkakilala na sila si Ruth and Boaz. Every lunch kasi, kasama si Ruth ng mga tao niya at ni Boaz. At saka Noemi knew that Ruth, na kapag nakapangasawa ni Ruth si Boaz, she will be taken care of. Di ba? So,
itong binasa ni Loy, ano sa tingin nyo, ano in your own words, ano to?
ano ibig sabihin?
Sabi niya,
Yan binibigyan ni Naomi ng idea na si Boaz would be yung candidate for kapangasawa ni Ruth, di ba? Yung
Okay.
parang ganun. Wash and perfume yourself and put on your best clothes. So para mapansin siya.
Para mapansin siya.
Ni Boaz in another way. Kasi yun ang So,
In a
diba?
delicate way. Seduce,
May
flirt,
meaning yata yung
respectful.
uncover his feet and lie down.
Hindi, teka muna, wag muna tayo ron, ha? So tapos na yung harvest. So basically, yung lahat ng hinarvest nila nasa threshing floor. Diba?
Bakit doon natutulog si Bakit doon natutulog
So lahat
si Boaz?
sila nandun sa threshing floor, yung mga lalaki, kasi yung ibig sabihin tinetrash mo, yung hinarvest nilang ganun, ihihiwalay nila yung grain at saka yung ipa. Yun yung kaya sa threshing floor. It is in mga late afternoon kasi wherein yung wind is not so strong and not so light. Pag strong kasi lilipa rin naman yung grain. Pag light naman hindi naman mahihiwalay. Ha? Parang ipa nagtatahip sa probinsya, di ba, Brother Claro? Tahip kang ganun, di ba? Mawawala yung ipa, may iwan yung yun yung tinatawag dito. Now, bakit pinurso ni Noemi ito? Now, how ano ang idea ni Noemi? 'Di ba? Doon sa chapter 2, guys, 'di ba? 'Di ba yung si Boaz, 'di ba? Yung pagkatapos yung first meeting nila, hindi lang 'yun ang first meeting nila. Pagkatapos noon, yung during the harvest time, it takes 2 to 3 weeks ang pag-harvest. So during the 2 to the 3 weeks na 'yon,
every day sila.
nakikita sila. Diba? Every day nakikita sila. And then si Boaz is not making a move. Naintindihan niyo ako? So every day nagre-report si Ruth kay Noemi, ito yung ginagawa. Then Noemi alam niyo naman alam niyo yung mother, di ba? Yung mother natin maski hindi tayo magsalita, kilalang-kilala tayo. Di ba? She knows everything, di ba? Huwag muna nating na si Boaz ay kingsman, mayaman ganon. Pero ito, gusto naman talaga ni Noemi si Boaz. Pero kaya lang Boaz may naghihinder sa kanya to make a move. During the 2 or 3 weeks, walang movement. Ngayon, si Noemi, parang dito. Then Noemi, her mother-in-law said to her, my daughter,
wash
diba?
yourself therefore. Ibig sabihin maligo ka.
Itin mo na agad.
Yeah, Guys,
Hindi everyday naliligo yung mga Israeli women noon.
nagplano na ngayon si Noemi. Yeah, guys, although
Habang meron ng araw
Oh.
ba?
ang point diyan, if it is God's will, alam natin if it is God's will, hindi na lang tayo uupo na wala tayong gagawin. We have to do our part. Diba? We have to do our part. May part tayo. Ngayon si Noemi, make a move. Kasi nga si Ruth, he is a Moabite. Hindi niya alam
Kung
yung
ano,
mga traditions o ano yung mga
Kingsman, hindi niya alam yun.
Kingsman. She has no idea. Nakadependent lang siya kay Noemi. So sabi niya, now is not Boaz our kinsman with whose maids you were? Behold, he knows. Ngayon, alam na niya alam ni Noemi to. Kasi matagal na siyang naandun. Sabi niya, alam mo ba si Boaz? We knows niya yung barley at the threshing floor tonight, mamayang gabi. Sabi niya.
Binabantayan
sabi
nila
niya?
kasi yung harvest.
So, this is the idea of Noemi. Guys, this is kanyang idea. She has to make a move para yung future ni Ruth ay sabihin ma-establish na, di ba? Wash yourself therefore, maligo ka in other words, and anoint yourself and put on your best clothes, and go down to the threshing floor, but do not make yourself known to the man until he has finished eating and drinking. So, ibig sabihin niya, punta ka doon sa threshing floor, di ba? Tingnan nyo, magsuot ka ng, guys, sa original words nito, hindi best clothes. A decent clothes. Ang decent clothes during that time, balot na balot. Meron siyang mga scarf ng ganon. Naintindihan niyo ako? May scarf. Is not a seducing. Hindi seducing.
Kasi akala natin pinapasidus ni Noemi.
It is not. Ang decent clothes doon talagang may scarf, tapos balot na balot. Alam niyo na yun, yung tradition ng mga Jew during that time, di ba? Lang, maligo ka. Very practical, di ba? And do not make yourself known.
Pero may motibo na i-introduce.
Huwag ka munang pupunta ron, magpapakilala habang siya ay kumakain at kasi uso doon yung drinking. Ibig sabihin, hindi nag-iinuman. Wala naman, kasi di ba, nagkain nila doon, ang uso nila, it's a sip of wine. Di ba? And it shall be when he lies down that you shall notice the place where he lies. Ibig sabihin,
bantayan mo,
hindi lang siya nag-iisa ron. Sa threshing floor, may kasama siya, Brother Claro. si Boaz. Di ba? Kaya sabi niya, when he lies down, siguro sumisilip siya. Take notice kung saan siya mahihiga. Di ba? And you shall go and uncover his feet and lie down. Then, tinan nyo to then he will tell you what you shall do.
Pero pa silang itlog?
Then he will tell you what you shall do. Sabi niya, pag nagawa mo yun, alam ni Boaz yung gagawin. Kung ano yung sasabihin niya, gawin mo. Tapos sinabi niya, she said to her, all that you said, I will do. Gagawin ni Ruth yun. Kasi talagang wala naman siyang talagang alam Di ba? Sa tradition ng Now, ano yung ibig sabihin nung you shall uncover his feet and lie down, then he will tell you what you shall do. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Guys, during that time, ano ibig sabihin nun? Ruth is proposing. Actually, she is proposing. Ngayon, kung tayo ay nasa 20th century, this is entirely, guys, different.
It was seducing.
Oh, yeah.
Proposing.
Kaya nga, kung sa ating pag-iisip sa 20th century, parang may malis. Di ba?
Mhm.
Parang seducing. Pero ito, during that time, hindi. It is a propose. Pwedeng sabihin natin, napaka-ano naman niya, masyadong forward naman yan, si Bea.
Agresibo.
Agresibo.
Ruth is a married woman, di ba?
Ano?
So she's not innocent.
Ano?
She's a widow.
Widow siya.
Widow siya, widow.
She's not innocent. She's a married woman.
Yeah,
Widowed.
Oo. Widow. Pag sinabing widow, you are free
To marry.
to marry. Di ba? Alam din ni Noemi to. Kaya nga sabi niya, pagdating mo doon, sundin mo lang yung sasabihin
Sasabihin.
sa iyo.
Decision ni Boaz.
Remember that Boaz is a very noble person. Guys, hindi siya yung ordinary na he will take advantage of anything. Hindi, or anyone. Kilala siya sa buong community. Malalaman natin yan. All that you say, I will do. Yeah, di ba? So kung kayo si Ruth, sinabi sa inyo yung ganon, gawin mo abides ka, you have committed to Noemi, di ba gagawin mo yon? Di ba? Gagawin mo yun eh. Committed ka kay Noemi eh. Kasi during the time of 10 years nung di ba nung namatay yung asawa ni Noemi, 10 years yon, tapos nag-asawa na yung dalawa, di ba? So during that time, di ba may nagsabi sa inyo, kaya pumunta si Ruth kay Noemi kasi nakita niya yung kanyang pagiging, kumbaga sa atin, Kristiyano. Nakita niya yung kanyang dedication. So wherever is your God, it will be my God, sabi niya. So she went down to the threshing floor. Pupunta na siya ron. And did according to all that her mother-in-law has commanded her. Di ba? Guys, hindi madali ito yung gagawin ni Ruth
Pwede siyang paalisin kasi ni
diba?
Boaz.
When Boaz has eaten and drunk and his heart was merry, okay? Komportable niya. He went to lie down at the end of the heap of grain. Okay, so humiga na siya. Di ba? And she came secretly. So dumating na siya.
Dahan-dahan.
Di ba? And uncover his feet and lay down. Di ba? Kasi sa ano yon, sa guys, sa original translation, hindi yung body niya ang nilay down doon. It is also her feet. Hindi yung parang in-embrace niya yung
Si Boaz.
in-embrace niya si Boaz, in-embrace niya yung feet. No, it's nothing like that. Kasi this is the work of God. It must be decent. 'Di ba? Huwag nating isipin na ito ay nagkaroon ng malis, 'di ba? Kasi tingnan niyo it happened in the middle of the night that the man was startled and bent forward, and behold, a woman was lying at his feet. So nagising siya. Na andun, di ba?
Nasa feet niya,
nasa
hindi
feet
sa tabi niya nasa feet niya.
Nasa feet niya. 9, he said, "Who are you?" Ibig sabihin madilim. And she answered, "I am Ruth, your maid." Guys, naalala nyo ba yung story ni Leah at saka ni Rachel? Alam niyo ba yon? Nung si Leah, yung si Rachel talaga ang gusto ni Abraham, pero nang pagpunta ng tent, di ba? Nung pagpunta nung gabi ni Abraham, ni Isaac pala, di ba? Ang naandun ay si Leah. Di ba? Guys, may parang ganito yon.
Kasi sa sobrang dilim,
hindi
niya na iba pala yung napangasawa niya.
It's all about the man. Iba si Boaz, iba si Isaac. So anong nangyari? Who are you? And she answered, I am Ruth, your maid. So spread your covering over your maid, for you are close relative. Ibig sabihin parang sinasabi niya anong ibig sabihin nito, Lloyd?
Parang sinasabi niya na pwede mo kong i-redeem. Kasi yung, kumbaga, ito yung right ko to as you're a close relative kasi. So may ano siya, yung I am Ruth, your maid, so spread your covering over your maid, protect me. Diba? You are a close relative. Then he said, may you be blessed of the Lord, my daughter. Eto, na daughter zone na kaagad si ano. Kasi malaki ang tanda ni Boaz kay Ruth. And sabi niya, you have shown your kindness to be better than the than the first by not going after young men, whether poor or rich. Di ba? Pwede naman siya talagang maghanap ng ng iba na mas bata, mas mayaman. Now, my daughter, do not fear. I will do for you whatever you ask. For all my people in the city to know that you are a woman of
Okay,
excellence.
sige. Tama yung sinabi nila. I'll explain further, no? Di ba? Nung sinabi ni Boaz ito, you have shown your last kindness to be better than the first by not going after the young man. Di ba? Ibig sabihin, nalaman ni Boaz at yung mga taong doon, yung choices ni Ruth nung
Yung
nandun pa
character
sila
niya.
sa Moabites, he could have a husband.
Sa Moab pa lang.
Oo. Hindi niya dapat chinus si Naomi. Di ba? Sabi niya, your last kindness, yung kindness niya kay Noemi. Better than the first by not going after the young man, whether poor or rich. Di ba? Chinus niya si Noemi. So yun yung ano ng loob kay Boaz dito kay Ruth. Ha?
Yung
Yung character niya. 'Di ba? It's not the perfume, although nakatulong yung perfume. 'Di ba? Nakatulong yung pagpaligo. That's common sense. Common sense. Na? Sabi niya, 11, now my daughter, do not fear. I will do for you whatever you ask, for all my people in the city know
that you are
a woman of excellence. Diba?
Naku, masasabi
Kasi
kaya sa akin yan.
guys, kung may nangyari sa kanila, hindi sasabihin ni Boaz to. Sabi niya, eto pa yung sinabi now it is true that I am your close relative. However, there is a relative closer than I. Napaliwanag ko na ba sa inyo to? Yung tinatawag na
Kingsman.
No, it's not the Kingsman. Yung Levite. Levite law. Deuteronomy. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 25 para maging malinaw sa atin to. Deuteronomy 25. Ito yung ginawa ni Lord na parang batas para yung widow na walang capacity para maghanap buhay, 'di ba? At saka para yung lineage ng Israel hindi maputol. Ha? Kasi pinipreserve ng Lord yung land of Canaan para hindi maubos ang mga Israelites. 'Di ba? Tingnan niyo verse 5. If brothers are living together and one of them dies without a son. So yun yung dalawang anak. Halimbawa, yung dalawang anak ni Noemi, 'di ba? His widow must not marry outside the family. 'Di ba? Her husband brother shall take her and marry her and fulfill the duty of the brother-in-law to her. The first son she bears shall carry on the name of the dead brother, so that his name will not be blotted out from Israel. Guys, naintindihan niyo ba to? Itong binasa ko? Ha? So halimbawa,
Yes.
Yung
Halimbawa ako,
bigat-bigat.
halimbawa nag-asawa ko, 'di ba, namatay. Ngayon meron akong brother, 'di ba? Yung brother kong iyon, siya yung magte-take over dun sa
Okay.
dun sa dun sa asawa ko. Wala na ako, patay na ako eh. Ha? Siya 'yon, 'di ba? Ngayon pag nagkaanak sila, ang pangalan nun Mike.
Ite-take over.
They cannot
Yung
choose,
lineage.
they cannot choose the name. Ang inaalagaan doon yung lineage ko para ma-continue. Yung tariktekan, yung family name ko. Ha? Yun yung inaano ng God para hindi maputol o para hindi mawala yung lineage ng Israel at saka yung property ng Israel. Ha? Yung property. Di ba? Yan yung ibig sabihin niyan. Yung Goel sa Hebrew means the brother-in-law. So malaking bagay yung brother-in-law. Okay, let's go to ano.
Yan na rin natin yung take off the sandals, Mike.
Saan yun?
Ito. At ngayon, however, if a man does not want to marry his brother's wife, he
Okay.
shall go to the elders at the town gate and say, my husband's brother refuses to carry on his brother's name in Israel. He will not fulfill the duty of a brother-in-law to me. Then the elders of the town shall summon him and talk to him. If he persists in saying, I do not want to marry him, marry her, his brother's widow shall go up to him in the presence of the elders, take off one of his sandals and spit in his face and say, this is what is done to the man who will not build up his brother's family line. That man's line shall be known in Israel as the family of the unsandaled.
That will happen in chapter 4.
Oo.
That will happen in
Mhm.
chapter 4.
Okay.
So pwede kang tumanggi. Ha?
Pero
Kung ayaw mo, pero kung meron pang isang lalaki, siya yung sasalo. Yung next kin. Next kin. Diba? Oh, so ano nangyari na? Saan tayo?
Paano yan ng mga Muslims sa
Yeah, parang.
Oo.
Oh,
yung mamatay ang ano, yung brother ang ano, take over.
Yes. Oo.
Now, my daughter, do not fear. I will do for whatsoever ask ye for my people. Now, it is true that I am a close relative. However, hindi ako yung next. Alam ni Boaz to. Kaya nga hindi niya tinake advantage.
Hindi niya nililigawan si
Hindi niya-
Ruth.
hindi, ibig sabihin,
Ruth, oo.
He did not take advantage of this situation kasi alam niya hindi siya yung next king. Meron pang iba, sabi niya. However, there is a relative closer than I. So sumusunod siya sa process. 'Di ba? He's doing what is right. 'Di ba? Si Boaz is doing what is right.
What is according to the
What
law.
is according to the law. 'Di ba? Imagine that, sa 20th century siguro wala nang ganyan.
Mhm.
Wala nang Boaz. Remain this night. Sabi niya, remain this night. And when morning comes, if he will redeem you, good. Let him redeem you. But if he does not wish to redeem you, then I will redeem you. As the Lord
lives.
Lie down until the morning. Lloyd, ikaw ang sunod.
So she lay at his feet until morning and rose before one could recognize one another. So maano pa rin, madilim pa rin, di ba? And he said, let it not be known that the woman came to the threshing floor. And again he said, give me the cloak that is in you and hold it. And so she held it and he measured 6 measures of barley and laid it on her. Kumbaga, hindi siya pinauwing empty-handed. Then she went to the city. When she came to her mother-in-law, she said, how did it go, my daughter? Masyadong marites tong si Noemi. And she
Hindi natulog.
Hindi natulog yan, ha? Hinintay na talaga yan. And she told her all that the man had done for her. She said, these measures of barley he gave to me, for he said, do not go to your mother-in-law empty-handed. Then he said to her, wait, my daughter, until you know the matter turns out, for the man will not rest until he has settled it today. So alam na alam niya Kilalang kilala ni Noemi si Boaz. Naggagawa't gagawa ng paraan. See?
Hindi. Ibig
Boaz.
sabihin, this time, si Boaz, very ano na siya.
Proactive na siya.
Proactive na siya.
Mm.
Hindi ka pares noon yung in-explain ko sa inyo kanina. During the
Naghihintay.
harvest, wala siyang movement. Kaya nag-move si Noemi. Diba? Then this time, sabi ni Noemi, wait, cool ka lang dyan, kay Ruth. Sabi niya, cool ka lang. Sigurado ko, gagawa na ng paraan si Boaz na hahanapin niya yung close relatives niya na yon. Okay. Then yan yung chapter 4. Let's go to chapter 4.
3.
Guys, malinaw yun ha.
3.
Walang nangyaring nothing malice happen on that evening. Wala. Kasi this is God's work. God's work ito. Okay. Tuloy. Ang ganda nitong itong love story na to eh. Love story ng daughter-in-law and the mother-in-law. Di ba? Akalain nyo, during the time of the book of Judges, na ang ubod ng sama ng mga tao, meron palang story to in between. Di ba? Palaging merong love story na ini-incorporate ni God. Di ba? Yung para makita rin yung who God is, di ba? Who God is.
And where Jesus came from.
Where Jesus came
Kasi
from.
lineage ni Jesus itong
Tama.
pinag-usapan natin. Now Boaz went up to the gate and sat there, and behold, the close relative of whom Boaz spoke was passing by.
O, teka muna ha. Ito yung binasa natin kanina sa Deuteronomy, di ba? Laging dun sa gate.
Sa
Kasi
gate.
naandun yung, kasi laging, di ba, ang mga city nun, mga laging gated yung mga yun eh, ano?
City gate to.
At the gate, naandun lahat yung mga
Judi-
barangay captain.
Mga judicial
Nandun na- mga
matters,
judicial
elders,
matters, di ba? Ngayon, tinan nyo
spiritual
to ha.
leaders.
Tinan nyo to ha, guys. And behold, the close relatives of whom Boaz spoke was passing.
Ninintay talaga ni
Guys,
Boaz.
hindi. Guys, it is God's provision. It is not accident. Di ba? Pati yung yung pagpunta ni Ruth and Noemi doon, pagdating doon is harvest time. Kasi maraming field doon eh. In-explain sa yung pinanood ko eh. Sobrang daming mga landowners
Oo,
doon.
ng mga wheat field.
At hindi alam ni Noemi, hindi niya itinuro kay Ruth kung sino doon yung
Kung
pupuntahan
saan ka
niya.
pupunta. Siya yung nagkusa
Oo.
kasi si Noemi. Si
Basta
Ruth,
pumunta lang siya ron,
nagpaalam.
hindi siya, nagpaalam naman siya, pumunta siya ron, pero hindi niya alam na yun
Kay
ay kay
Boaz.
Boaz, hindi alam ni Noemi. Ito, the same din. Nag-adbang lang doon si Boaz, and then yet, dumaan yung tao. Di ba? Parang nagkataon. Pero hindi ito nagkataon. Di ba? Turn aside, sabi niya. Aloy, tuloy mo. Turn aside.
Then he said, turn aside. So he said, turn aside, friend. Sit down here. So kinano niya, tinawag niya. And he turned aside and sat down. So makikita mo na may sinasabing tao rin si Moab. Kasi talagang umano ka agad eh, di ba? Oo.
Boaz.
Boaz pala, sorry. So may sinasabing, may respeto rin ng mga tao sa kanya. So he took men of the elders of the city, tinawag niya mga elders ng city, sit down here. O lahat naman, they sat down. Nakikinig kay
Kasi kailangan
Boaz.
ng witness.
Oo. And then he said to the closest relative, Noemi, who has come back from the land of Moab, has to sell the piece of land which belonged to our brother Elimelech. So I thought to inform you, saying, buy it before those who are sitting here and before the elders of the people. If you will redeem it, redeem it. If not, tell me that I may know, for there is no one but you to redeem it, and I am after you. Ako yung susunod.
So,
Na may
explain mo,
karapatan.
Explain mo to.
So ito na ha.
State ka eh.
Sabi ni Noemi kanina, gagawa ng paraan. hindi maano si itong day na to, hindi matatapos na hindi gagawa ng paraan. So nakita natin si Boaz took the initiative. Naging proactive siya, di ba? Na talaga right then and then gumawa na siya ng paraan, ha? And hindi na siya nag-waste ng time. Talagang man of action siya. Yung important things to be done, he doesn't procrastinate or bukas na lang or mamaya na, hindi. Right, yung morning na morning pa lang, nakita na niya na yung mga tao andoon, yung mga elders, at dumating na nga yung yung relative, kinausap na niya. So, kung bilin mo, pero kung hindi, sabihin mo lang, I will redeem it. Di ba?
Yan, that is the property. Pinag-uusapan lang
Property
dito,
pa lang to.
property, ha?
Inuna
Kasi
muna.
dalawa yan eh. If you are kinsman redeemer, you will redeem the property. Second, you will redeem the family ties. Di ba? So hindi pa pinag-uusapan dito yung family ties, di
Wala
ba?
pa.
So ano ang sagot nung close relatives?
I will redeem it.
O yun.
Di ba? Siyempre nakita niya, malaking property yun, maganda. I will redeem it. Di ba?
So, ano sa palagay nyo ang ni Boaz nung nalaman niya yun? Nabibilin. So, medyo nawalan siya ng di ba?
At saka si Noemi, siyempre, at saka si Ruth, nakikinig sila doon. Oh no! Di ba? Paano na yun? Then Boaz said, on the day you buy the field from the hand of Noemi, you must also acquire Ruth the Moabitess, the widow of the deceased, in order to raise up the name of the deceased on his inheritance. Si Marlon to, si Marlon. The closest relative said, I cannot redeem Malon. I cannot redeem it for myself because I would jeopardize my inheritance. Redeem it for yourself. You may have the right of redemption. I cannot redeem it. So pinasa niya.
Bakit tumanggi yung close relatives? Bakit inayawan niya si Ruth?
Kasi pagka nanganak yung unang relative kay Ruth, pagka nagkaanak sila yung Ruth, yung magiging anak nila, magkakaroon din ng part dun sa inheritance, dun sa unang mga set of children sa unang asawa.
Jeopardize yung unang inheritance. Di ba? Tsaka plus the fact na si Ruth ay a Moabites. Diba? Redeem yourself. You may have the right redemption for I cannot redeem. So umayaw na. Pareho. So yung close relatives ayaw niya kay Ruth, and then practically ayaw na rin niya yung land. Hindi niya mapopossess lahat yon.
Mas marami siya kasing properties na pwedeng mapunta sa remember yung during when Israel came into the promised land during the days of Joshua, yung land, di ba, divide among the tribes, among family groups. And inintend ni God, yung mga land na yun, we should stay into those tribes or family groups. So the land could never be permanently be sold. Di ba? Every 50 years, it has to be returned to the original family group para intact pa rin ang mga pag-aari ng 12 tribes. So, 50 years yon. After 50 years, pwede mo nang mabalik sa iyo yun. 7. Now, this was the custom in the former times in Israel concerning the redemption and the exchange of land to confirm any matter. A man removed his sandal and gave it to another. And this was the manner of attestation in Israel. So the closest relative to Boaz, buy it for yourself. And he removed his sandals, kamukha yung sinabi natin kanina. Then Boaz said to the elders and the people, you are witnesses today that I have bought from the hand of Noemi all that belonged to Elimelech and all that belonged to Chilion and Malon. Yung dalawang anak. Moreover, I have acquired Ruth, the Moabitite, the widow of Malon, to be my wife, in order to raise up the name of the deceased on his inheritance, so that the name of the deceased will not be cut off from his brothers or from the court of his birthplace. You are witnesses today.
all the people who were in the court, and the elders said, "We are witness. May the Lord make the woman who is coming into your home like
Rachel,
and Leah,
both
both of whom build the house of Israel, and may you achieve wealth in Ephratah and become famous in Bethlehem. Moreover, may your house be like the house of Perez, whom Tamar bore to Judah, through the offspring which the Lord will give you by this young woman." So Boaz took Ruth, and she became his wife, and he went into her. Ibig sabihin, siyempre, nagkaroon na sila ng relasyon. And the Lord enabled to conceive,
enabled her to conceive, and she gave birth to a son.
Then the woman said to Noemi, "Blessed the Lord who has not left you without a redeemer today, and may his name become famous in Israel. May also be you a restorer of life, sustainer of your old age. For your daughter-in-law who loves you and is better to you than 7 sons has given birth." Ano ibig sabihin nito? Itong 13 na to, 14 and 15. Ano nangyari kay Noemi? Guys, ano nangyari kay Noemi?
Naging babysit.
Naging babysitter, di ba?
Naging
Diba?
babysitter.
And then,
Teacher ng apo niya.
and he was absorbed by Boaz and Ruth, di ba? As a widow. Di ba? So, tingnan niyo yung turn of events. Right? The turn of events of our life. Hindi natin alam kung ano yung ginagawa ni Lord, kung ano yung pinaplano sa atin. Di ba? Biglang di ba? Biglang nawalan ng problema si Noemi, di ba? Siguro nung ikinasal sila, talagang tuwan-tuwa siya.
Hindi na siya bitter, hindi na siya
Oo,
marah.
hindi na siya tatawaging bitter, pleasant na uli. Di ba? Okay. Then Noemi,
And then Noemi took the child and laid him in her lap and became his nurse.
Ang galing.
The neighbor woman gave him a name, saying, "A son has been born to Noemi." So, continues ang lineage ni Elimelech. And so they named him Obed.
Okay.
He is the father of Jesse, who is the father of David. Now, these are the generation of Perez. To Perez was born Hezron, and to Hezron was born Ram, and to Ram Aminadab, and to Aminadab was born Nashon, and to Nashon Salmon, and to Salmon was born Boaz, and to Boaz Obed, and to Obed was born Jesse, and to Jesse David. So kasama siya sa linya ni Jesus Christ.
Nandiyan yan sa Book of Matthew. Nandiyan siya sa linya, di ba? Akalain mo ito si Ruth, guys.
Moabite.
It's not a significant person. Pero sinama ni God yung Book of Ruth sa Bible. Di ba? She's nothing. Di ba? Moabite siya, perennial enemy ng Israelites. Di ba? So, amazed ka eh. Alam niyo ba yung ito? Ang ibig sabihin lang niyan, na si God, He is not only love the Israelite, kasi chosen niya yon. He also love Gentiles. Di ba? Dito makikita eh. Di ba? Gentile to eh. Di ba? It's not only a Gentile, talagang kaaway niya. Alam niyo naman ang Moabites. Si Moab, nanggaling siya, anak siya ni Lot sa kanyang panganay na anak. Incestuous, di ba? Yan yun. Di ba? Naging kaaway nila yan eh. Di ba? So kaya nga sinabi talaga ni Jesus Christ sa New Testament, we have to love our enemies. Di ba? We have to forgive our enemies. Di ba? Akalain mo, andito pala sa root. Di ba? How God loved Ruth. Di ba? At nasa line pa ni David. Di ba?
At saka ang ganda rin na analogy, di ba? Yung there could only be one redeemer, di ba? Yung ayaw nung eldest, yung nearest kin na i-redeem si Ruth, di ba? So, yung pwede si ano na si Boaz, di ba?
Boaz.
It is a decision of Boaz to redeem Ruth. And isa lang ang pwede mag-redeem, di ba? And Jesus is the only one who is qualified to redeem us. Because He is the only one who can save us, di ba? Di ba yung si Boaz was not required to redeem Ruth, di ba? But he chose to redeem Ruth. And Jesus' sacrifice for us is a willing choice niya, di ba? At saka yung makikita natin, yung redemption is public. Boaz redeemed Ruth publicly in the sight of all the people in the ano yun, yung sa gate. Di ba? And ganun din si Jesus, it was public. He redeemed us publicly on the cross. At saka redemption is an act of love. Alam natin, Boaz clearly loved Ruth. So, and he cared for her and he wanted the best for her. Being a Moabite, she was not someone that men would have chosen to love. Kasi Moabite siya. Hindi type ng mga Jews ang mga Moabites, di ba? And tayo din, di ba? Jesus too loved us while we were sinners, di ba? And redemption come with a price, di ba? Yung money was required to purchase the land, but it also required him to give up his own rights. Di ba? Yung relative was not willing to redeem Ruth because he was not willing to give up his rights. Pero Boaz was willing to pay this price. And Jesus was willing to pay far greater price for us, his own blood. Di ba? And redemption, priceless to, cannot be paid for. Ruth has no money to offer Boaz. He was a peasant. So, hindi niya pwedeng repay back si Boaz eh. So tayo then, we can never repay Jesus for His redemption of us. Di ba? It is completely unearned natin, undeserved. So, at saka ang redemption, irreversible yan. Hindi mo na pwedeng save na ako and then hindi ako save. At the end of the passage, di ba, to the other relative, removed his sandals and gave it to Boaz. Yung deal has been made. Wala nang going back. Nagdesisyon na siya. Di ba? Di ba yung ganun din si Jesus. He saved us once and he brings us to his family. Hindi niya tayo, he cannot toss us out anymore. Di ba? And redemption must be accepted. Ruth had to be willing to accept Boaz. And Ruth asked Boaz to redeem her, di ba? Nakita naman natin, kailangan niya ng redemption. Alam niya na kailangan niya ng redemption. If Ruth did not want him, ano kayang mangyayari, di ba? So although Boaz does all the work and pays the price himself, two-way road pa rin yun. Both sides has to agree. Ruth has to say yes. Ganun din ang Jesus redemption to us. Nag-pay siya ng price, and all we have to do is to say yes and accept Him. Diba? I hope lahat tayo nag-accept na kay Christ. Kasi kung hindi yung salvation, walang ano yan, di ba? Yung hindi yung one way, two way yan. Yun lang yung nakita ko dito, yung redemption ni Ruth, yung redemption natin, almost the same. Di ba?
Okay, that's it.
Lang.
Okay. Ang sa akin naman ganito. Yeah. What I have learned from this. Yung mga wrong choices natin sa buhay natin, God can always make that reverse and make it good. Tingnan nyo ha. Yung pag-alis nila sa Bethlehem because of famine, di ba? So umalis sila, di ba? Kasi supposed to be, guys, pwede naman silang hindi umalis eh. Di ba? Pero they choose to umalis. Ngayon, anong nangyari? Nung napunta ron, yung dalawang anak niya, nag-asawa ng Moabites, which is against the law of the Israel. Bawal talaga yun eh. Di ba? Bawal na bawal. Pero and yet, because of His love for us, yung mga wrong choices natin sa buhay natin, God can always make it reverse. Diba? Dahil sa love natin, yung love niya sa atin, di ba? He can always make it, di ba, parang siya yung magbabago. Sabihin, he will change it to a good, di ba? Yung bang we are so depressed, yung choices natin, alam natin mali. There is a consequences. Inaani natin yung consequences. Di ba? Si Ruth ay si Noemi, inaani niya yung consequences eh.
Naging bitter siya.
Namatay yung kanyang asawa, di ba? Namatay yung dalawang anak, di ba? Di ba? So, inaani niya yun. Parang tayo. Di ba? And yet, di ba? And yet, look at what, di ba? Hindi naman siya bumitaw.
Gracious pa rin
Hindi siya bumitaw sa faith. Di ba? Sabi niya, do not call me pleasant because God has made me bitter. Hindi siya nagrereklamo kay God. Pero inacknowledge na siya ay kaya nagkaganito because God has made me bitter. Inacknowledge niya. I-acknowledge natin yung guys, yung ating pagkakamali. There's nothing wrong. We all made wrong choices in our lives. At inaani natin yung consequences na yun. And yet, do not lose hope kapares nitong dalawang babaeng na pinag-aralan natin, si Ruth at si Noemi. It turned out, hindi natin alam. Di ba? Hindi natin alam
God will turn around.
How God will turn it around. Di ba?
At saka minsan, yung famine sa buhay natin, dumadaan talaga yan. All we have to do is ask God. Si Elimelech chose to travel to Moab. Si Boaz chose to remain. And he made good. Diba? Pwede rin ganun ang mangyari sa kanila noon. But talagang ganun eh. Yung choices natin will really, may mga consequences talaga. And si Boaz, talagang naging very, very rich siya sa kanyang decision to stay in Bethlehem. So, ayun lang yung yung mga choices we make, we have to bear the consequences or the blessings. Ayun. Ano pa yung na nakuha nyo dito sa ating sa book of Ruth. Diba? So ang ganda ng yung Redeemer, kung ano yung Goel yung Kingsman, di ba? Si Jesus ang ating Kingsman talaga, di ba? So yung ito yung pagkaka-redeem sa atin. All we have to do is to accept Christ as our personal Lord and Savior. Yung offer ni Christ to redeem us. Di ba? Huwag na tayong mag-wait. Kung hindi nyo pa na-accept si Christ, i-accept nyo na. Di ba? Free gift to. You must simply come to Jesus in prayer. Di ba? And confess your sins to Him. Tell Him that you are willing to receive His free offer of forgiveness. Di ba? But if you have already received Jesus' offer of redemption, then satisfied ba kayo sa buhay nyo? Do you feel that your life is like Noemi? Kasi si Noemi may faith din siya, pero mara siya. Naging bitter siya dahil sa mga choices niya. Ganon din tayo minsan sa maling choices natin, nagiging bitter din tayo sa buhay natin at kay God, di ba? Di ba? Na-realize niyo ba how blessed you are? Pag lagi na lang yung problema, hindi natin nakikita yung blessings na binibigay ng God sa atin, di ba? Si God, ang dami niyang binibigay sa atin na gifts. So we have so much to be thankful for. So we have to spend time thanking God for all the many blessings na binibigay niya sa atin, di ba? So ano ngayon yung na-receive na natin yung good news? What should you do with the good news, di ba? You should spread it. Have you told someone? May nasabihan na ba kayo ng good news? Have you shared the gospel to anyone today or recently or last year? Di ba? Have you told anyone lately about Jesus' offer of redemption, of salvation? Anong hinihintay natin, di ba? Bakit hindi natin magawa? Si Christ nagawa na niya, di ba? Yung sacrifice on the cross. Yun lang naman ang inaas niya sa atin. Since we have accepted, all you have to do is to share the gospel and serve. Trust and obey. Okay. Ay, andyan pala si Beth Mike, oh.
Yeah.
Umabol po. Thank you.
Hi. Good evening.
Hello, Yvette.
Hi, Kuya Claro.
How is
Hello,
everybody?
everyone.
Ay, kamusta Grace? Hindi naman kayo na sa Baguio.
Ano po, wala po ditong baha, pero maulan lang po.
Maulan lang.
Sa Cabanatuan po bumaha, pero dito po sa Muñoz hindi po.
Ang daming itong linggo ito, ang daming pangyayari. Diba? Hindi ba yung tinext ko sa inyo, wala naman kasi talagang baha rito sa amin. We are comfortable. Diba? And yet yung comfortable namin dito sa house, it turned out to be yung hindi ka rin not so comfortable. Kasi alam mo yung mga nangyayari. Then,
Sa mga kapatiran, sa mga taong malapit sa iyo.
pares ni na hospitalize si Brother Odi, unexpected. Meron kami kasing member sa church, 72 years old na siya.
Kumusta na pala siya ngayon? Di ba